Hello everyone. In this video, we will solve a numerical problem related to identification of possible GVF profile for a given break in grade situation in the channel. Let's see the question. A rectangular channel of 4 meter width has a Manning's coefficient of 0.025. For a discharge 6 meter cube per second in this channel, identify the possible GVF profiles produced in the following break-in grades. S1 is equal to 0.00042, S2 is equal to 0.015. This is the one break-in grade, and second break-in grade is S1 is equal to 0.005 S2 is equal to 0.004. So first of all, let's write what is given in this question. The discharge in the channel is 6 meter cube per second. The channel is rectangular channel and its width is 4 meter. B is equal to 4 meter. The roughness coefficient or Manning's coefficient is 0.025. So first of all, what we have to do, we need to find whether the given channel slope is mild, steep or critical. So to find this, we need to find the normal depth and critical depth for all given slope of the channel. So let's find first the critical depth. The equation of critical depth for rectangular channel is yc is equal to q square upon g whole to the power 1 by 3, where small q is capital Q upon B, means discharge per unit width. Here we can see that the critical depth is not a function of slope of the channel. Okay, means the critical depth does not depend upon the channel slope, and the discharge and width of the channel is constant for all given slope of the channel. That's why for all given grades the critical depth will remain constant. So substitute the value of discharge and width in the critical depth equation. Small q is capital Q upon B, means 6 divided by 4 whole square divided by g is gravitational acceleration, its value is 9.81 whole to the power 1 by 3. So after solving this, we will have the value of yc 0.612 meter. Okay, so this yc will remain constant for all the given slope of the channel. Next, what we have to find, we need to find the normal depth for all given slopes. Okay, so what equation we have to we need to use for finding the normal depth? We need to write here Manning's equation, that is q is equal to 1 by n a r to the power 2 by 3 s naught to the power 1 by 2, where r is hydraulic mean depth or hydraulic radius, which is a ratio of area of flow and perimeter of the channel. For a rectangular channel, area of flow is b y naught and perimeter is b plus 2 y naught. Substitute the value of area and perimeter. Okay, so B is 4 meter, and suppose we have to find the value of y naught for the slope 0.0004. 0.0004 and small n is 0.025. Discharge is 6 meter cube per second. Substitute all these parameters in this equation. 6 is equal to 1 by 0.025 into 4 multiplied by y naught, 4 multiplied by y naught, 4 plus 2 y naught whole to the power 2 by 3. S naught is 0.0004 to the power 1 by 2. 6 multiplied by 0.025 divided by 4 into root over 0.0004 is equal to y naught, 4 y naught divided by 4 plus 2 y naught whole to the power 2 by 3. We have to solve this equation by trial and error approach, and this facility is given in the calculator. You can easily find the value of y naught. After solving this, we will have the y naught value 1.906 meter. In similar way, we can find the normal depth for given slope 0.015 and 0.005, and this is 0.0004, which is same as this one. So y naught will be same for these two slopes. So for S naught is equal to 0.0004, y naught is equal to 1.904 meter, 906 meter. S naught is equal to S naught 1, this is S naught 2. For S2 is equal to 0.015, y naught will be 0.540. We can find this value by using the Manning's equation. What we have to do, we have to just replace the value of S naught by 0.015, and other parameters will remain constant. For another S1 value 0.005, y naught will be 0.780 meter, and S2 is equal to 0.0004, again this will be 1.906 meter. Now to find whether the given slope is mild, steep or critical, we need to compare the y naught value and yc value. That we have the yc value we have find earlier, that is nothing but 0.612 meter. For the slope 0.0004, y naught value is 1.906. This y naught is greater than yc. Hence the slope can be defined as mild slope, means the flow will be subcritical flow in this channel. For S2 is equal to 0.015, y naught is 0.540. This is less than critical depth, hence this will be categorized as steep slope channel. This y naught is greater than yc, hence this will be mild slope channel, and this value is again greater than yc, so this will be a mild slope channel. So we can write that this will be a milder slope and this will be a mild slope. After defining the category of channel based on the given bed slope of the channel, what we have to do, we have to draw its longitudinal section. Okay? You can see in these two figures the longitudinal section of the channel. In this figure, the channel is changing from mild slope channel to steep slope channel, and here also, here both the slope are mild slopes, but for the purpose of comparison, the slope which are having high grade is defined as mild and other is defined as milder. Okay, so here channel slope is changing from mild to milder, and after that the next step is to draw CDL, that is critical depth line, and NDL. Okay, and these CDL and NDL we can draw by the values that we have found for critical depth and normal depth. Okay, and the CDL will remain same for both the channels. Okay, it will be having 0.612 meter distance from the bed of the channel, and for the slope 0.0004, the normal depth is 1.906. This is a mild slope channel, that's why NDL will lie over CDL. In similar way, for steep slope channel also, this is the CDL and this is NDL. The value of normal depth for steep slope is 0.540 meter. Since this is a less than critical depth, hence the NDL lie below CDL. In similar way, we can draw NDL and CDL for this break in grade situation. After that, our next step is to mark control point. We know that for break in grade situation, the control section is the section at which the grade of the channel is changed. Means this section is control section, but we have to mark control point, and control point lie on free water surface. So control point may be at here, may be at here, and maybe at this point also. Which one will be correct? This one, or this one? See, at this location the free water surface will not exist because the depth of flow of water has to be reduced. Okay, and this reduction in the depth of flow will be gradually. It will not the depth of flow will not drop suddenly. Okay, that's why at this location the free water surface will not exist, and at this point the free water surface cannot pass through the CDL until and unless we provide any obstruction in the channel. Okay, that's why at this point also the free water surface cannot exist. So the control point will exist at this location. Now we have to draw the gradually varied flow profile. Okay, this is region number 2 for mild slope channel, and this is region number 2 for steep slope channel. Okay, and the depth of flow has to reduce gradually because the channel here break in grade is mild slope to steep slope. So initially the flow in the mild slope channel was uniform flow and it was subcritical flow. After that the depth of flow will be decreased gradually. So this is the shape of profile at the region number 2 for mild slope channel, and for steep slope channel at region number 2 the shape of profile will be like this. Clear? So in this way the depth of flow will reduce gradually. What will be the name of profile over mild slope channel, this will be M2 curve, and this will be S2 curve. In similar way, for this break in grade situation, we have to mark control point, and the control point will exist at this point. Why? Because in this condition the depth of flow has to be increased gradually, okay, because the break in grade is from milder slope to milder slope, okay. So subcritical flow of mild slope will meet subcritical flow of milder slope, okay. So profile is not changing from subcritical flow to supercritical flow or supercritical flow to subcritical flow, okay. The profile passes through the CDL only when it transmit from supercritical flow to subcritical flow or subcritical flow to supercritical flow. So here the profile is changing from subcritical flow to subcritical flow. Hence, in this case, the control point will lie at this point. Okay. So now we have to draw the GVA profile for this case. So in region number 1 for mild slope channel, the shape of profile is like this, okay, and it will be continue to flow at normal depth equal to 1.906 meter, and the name of this profile will be M1 curve. Clear? So in this way we can identify the possible GVA profile for any given break in grade situation. Thank you.